I would do is I would build a little course for my community in Zenler.
Okay.
And then I would share the link and the video would come up. And so they would
Okay.
see the video and then they would go to the course. But now only the link comes up. And so they just have to click the link and, it's not as smooth, but you know what? It's still, because I was unteachable for a couple of years and I had absolute hell with them.
Okay.
And it was
I'm glad you.
really, and I love
Yeah.
Zenler. I love the platform. I wish I could do more with it. But at the beginning, what's her name? Tracy? I can't
Um,
remember. At the
one of
beginning,
the one of the community members.
no, one of the people who deal with new introductions I mean, this is like 3 years ago. Um,
Oh, then I'm maybe Alice.
maybe Alice, yeah. Oh, I think it might be Alice. She
Yeah,
had one
yeah.
of these sessions and I was really stressing out and I nearly died with COVID and my brain was just not working and
Oh.
she said, just do what you can. And that really changed my approach to the platform. So I'm only just starting to think about using funnels and I have a graphic designer who's just started working with me. And so he's just redone all our course cards
Oh, nice.
because before they were terrible. And we're slowly doing things, I started using the newsletter a little bit better. Um,
Okay.
and you know, I think one of the things that Zenler and lots of platforms like Circle and Zenler, I think one of the things they don't sort of really grasp is that even though lots of us are using computers, some of the features are kind of beyond you for a bit. Um, I teach calligraphy. I mean, look at all the pens I have here. Right?
Right. That's what I was looking at. Are these all real? I thought it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
background.
Oh, no, 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 they're real.
Oh,
Um, and I think, quite a lot of content producers who focused on their craft so much didn't really focus a lot on things like computer technology. When I went to art school, we had a choice either to learn graphic design and Illustrator and all this software, or to be completely analog. And I chose I have a whole section of pigments over here, pigments that I grind, and there's like quills up here.
oh, nice.
And I focused on that. And
Right.
for like 10 years, that's all I did. And so then once computers started to become a little bit more of a necessity, it meant that I just found it so destabilizing. So even when the new platforms came out when the new templates came up for the emails, I tried to figure out which template would work, and it was such a headache. And I just gave up. And I thought, you know what? I just remember Alice saying, just do what you can do. And then Philip joined us, and
Yeah.
he created a template that I really like. And so that's been very, very helpful. Um, but it's quite hard sometimes, the technology, to and there's so much, I think I have like 60 courses on Zenler.
Oh, that's amazing. So, how can I help you today? Is there a
Uh,
particular question that I can answer for
no,
you?
I just came on today just because I haven't been on for a while and
Oh, okay.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to be here to help support you guys and
All
um
right.
so is there a particular question? Let me think.
So
So
while you think yeah, yeah, please go ahead.
I've just started putting things into categories. I have
Okay.
two sites. I have my scriptorium site, and then I have my library, which houses all of the recordings of my office hours in Circle. So I've set
Right.
them up as two separate sites. And people complain a little bit about having to move from site to site if they're in the community area and they're looking at those videos and they want to log into to watch a course that they purchased. They can't
Right.
switch between those two sites. But that was something that I accepted would happen at the beginning. Um, the circle connection issue is a serious problem. I have I have the Zenler community option open, and what I've decided to do is to do a video and to paste the video in explaining why the community is not on Zenler and how to get to the community on Circle. And we have a free community which has like 1,200 people, and we have a paid community which has like 100 people in it. But when people buy a course via Zenler, they get access to the subscription tier in the community. And we have
Right.
office hours every Wednesday, and I go through all their homework. And that course, that is then filmed and put up in the library. So there's lots of little click-throughs, which I think could be a little bit smoother, but I don't know how to make it smoother. There are things like, there are a couple of issues that I have. So for instance, one of the issues we've just been trying to figure out is, so Philippe's just built this newsletter template, but the space to work in is so small and there's no way to expand the screen to sort of work in that space. And that's a serious issue because, I copy and paste stuff once I've typed up everything, but it's hard to work in such a small space.
Okay. So when it comes to the newsletters, when you design them on your own, there's always option to, place the elements in a way where you can have more space to be able to place the text that you want. You can always have the padding
Oh, no,
added to
it's
your.
not that. It's just when you're trying to work on it, the window to work on it is
Okay.
tiny. And
Okay.
it would be nice to have a bigger window that
Yeah.
you can sort of, because
I
I
think
just
it would
copy
be
the
very
text.
easy. I think it would be very easy if you use, do you have a Mac or a Windows?
Windows.
Okay, so on Windows, there are two key options wherein there's a Windows icon and a plus icon on the top. So if you increase the size of your screen, you would get more and a bigger space to be, working on. So when there's 100% width size on your laptop or your desktop, the screen seems to be smaller. But if you increase the size of your screen, it'll be easier to have that space and to be able to write on it in a better way. So maybe you can increase the size of your screen
I mean,
to get more area.
I do increase the size of the screen, but it's let me see if I can open this.
Sure. But we don't share your screen because since it is being live streamed, you can send me a screenshot on the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And what I'll
Um,
do is meanwhile you share the screenshot, I'll just take a quick question from Jenny and then we can
okay.
come back to your question.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, Jenny. How can I help you today? If you're saying something, you're muted.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I just put my mic away since I heard you talking, so I wasn't listening. But now I heard my name.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I'm
How
fine,
can I
thank
help you
you.
today?
Actually, will you be staying a little while so I can come back in just a few minutes? Is it okay with my question?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
That's
yes,
doable.
yes, yes. Okay, I will be right
Sure.
back. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, you can ask your question. You can send me a screenshot. I can take a look at the newsletter and I can see that how can I support you best to be able to have more area or space to write on it.
Okay, hello, Jenny here again.
Oh, you came back too quick. I thought it's going to take you time.
Sorry, I will wait.
No, no, no Please go ahead.
Okay, so my question is, you changed the community. Before, I could email my members from the community. Like I made a new post in the community and then I checked in that it also will be sent out an email to them.
Okay.
But then that was taken away. So now I haven't found a routine how to email my members easily, like the email broadcasts. I'm not sure how to do it. So I only email the ones that are still paying. Like, or do I have to
Okay.
make a new email list every time, or can I use like the same? It would be easier if it's just the same email list.
Okay. So to understand your question better, you're asking me that you've created a new community and you've added members to it. So you want to understand if you can email those members every time the same list. Am I correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So have you tagged these people with any word where you can, understand where they are coming from? Let's say you put a tag in them saying that Facebook lead or LinkedIn lead, something of that sort. Have you done that?
All the people that are in that community
Right.
are they are only members, so you can't be in that community if you are not at any point joined as a member.
Okay. Are they a part of any course that they are linked into the community or have they come directly to the community?
No, it's a course. It's like you can say it's like a meditation platform. So you buy every month, you pay to be able to access to this
Okay.
platform.
In
And
that case, what you can do is I will just share my screen and show you. When you are running an email broadcast, you can
yes,
use a tag which can say that send this email to people enrolled in this particular course. That is what you can do. So let me just
yes,
quickly
yes,
share my
thank you.
screen.
Thank
I'm
you.
just trying to tell Google that I'm not a bot and doing
Mhm,
the test.
mhm,
Just give
mhm,
me 1 second. I'll share my screen and show you. So I'll go to email broadcast here.
mhm,
Okay. And let's say I'm here. I'm creating this email broadcast. Here,
mhm,
what I will do is, here is a
mhm.
filter that we can add.
Yes.
Let me delete this. Let me add a filter, add filter group
Mhm,
and add filter.
mm,
So here I will say enrolled in course. And then I will
mm,
select the name of the course, maybe this. And
mm,
here the number will change right now because nobody is
mhm.
here because it's a test site. So here you're able to see that the number of people who will receive this particular email will be added. And
Mhm.
then you can, go ahead, create your email and then send it to them.
And if I have different ones, then I just add. Like I can have several enrollments if they have
Right.
if I want
Yes, you can
more of
also do
them.
this. You can click on edit filters and you can click on add filter, add one more filter, maybe another course, then add one more filter. And there are different options to choose
Mm,
from.
mm.
Subscribed to funnel, not subscribed to funnel,
Yes, yes,
complete
yes,
course,
yes.
not complete
I
course.
have seen this list, but I wasn't sure which one to choose because I have more people enrolled in a course, but they are not all still paying, like they have quit. But will
Right.
the system automatically just pay to send to the ones that are still a member, like still paying? That was, I wanted to make sure of that, so I don't send emails to people that have enrolled in a course, but they are not in it anymore.
Okay. Okay, so can you tell me a differentiation? Where did these people come from and what kind of communication do you want to send to them?
I send communication like now it's the new every month we have a new live meditation. So then I send an email to them to tell them about what time and so on.
Okay,
And
got
then I
it.
put in a link to the live session and when it is. So yeah, that's an example. And they entered the course, you know, through the website. So I have a Stripe integration.
Okay.
So they pay on the Zenler site, and then they become a member. So they pay.
Okay,
Yeah.
understood. So I think you can simply filter the people here if you want to send it to a few people who are enrolled in a course, or if you want to send to someone who has been tagged. Let's say you have tagged them with a particular thing. So you can select here user tag contains, and you can add that particular tag that you would like to. You can also do this, that you can exclude them. You can say user tag not contains and then exclude the people as well. So however you have placed your audience, you will be able to do it from here.
I'm not so good with using the tags. I should be better on that.
Yeah, because tags is what the one that will help you the most.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, but what's important for me that I can't find here is that I would have loved to have that I don't know the word, exit, like they are not enrolled anymore, that they are not paying anymore, or like, or will the system know this? So I don't email
Okay.
people that are not members anymore. Like,
Okay.
do
So
you
we don't
understand?
really have members in the Zenler site. We have students because
Okay,
they are
yes,
part of
okay,
courses.
then, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
the
then
name
you would have
student.
to select not enrolled in course. If you select not enrolled in course, no, not enrolled in course would mean they are a non-student, and that is what you not want to send to. You want to send to students, right? So you will
Yes,
have to select a list which says enrolled in course, and it will only go to people who are a part of your courses. And
okay,
also, you can, like I said, you can tag people. What you can do is
yeah,
you can go to your site,
yeah,
you can go to all contacts here. And since
yeah,
I would have a few email IDs, I'll quickly, jump off to another site. But what you can do is you can go to your all list and you can bulk select. In bulk select, you would know where those people have come from. There is a bulk action, there is a bulk option in Zenler where you can select all the contacts and then tag them
yeah.
together.
I
20
know all
contacts, you
this.
can tag it once.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
I know all this, but you see, every time I email, I don't want to do this invent the wheel every time, right? I just want to be able to send an email to the people that have joined my course.
Yeah. So all you have to do is then you have to select the simple tag, which is enrolled in course, and then the name of the course. That's it. That's what you have to
Yeah.
do.
And then I'm asking this question again. So if they have unenrolled in the course,
Okay.
they will not get the email. Am
Correct.
I clear? Yes, super. That
Yes.
was that was what
Yes.
I needed. Okay.
Understood.
Yes, that's very good. Let's see, he
Does that
wrote
answer
something.
the question?
Yes, thank you so much. Yes,
Okay, thank
thank
you.
you.
I see your screenshot on the group. What I was saying was that if you are able to increase the size of your screen. So for example, let me show you what I'm saying. Let me share my screen once again. Give me a moment. I will open the Zenler screen, the site that we were on. One second. Okay, I have just shared my screen here. I will go next. Oh, it says select a list. Okay, one second. Okay, now for example, this is the screen. This is what you're saying is a small space to work on. So now what I can do is on my system, I can increase the size of the screen. So do you see how big it has got? I have just maximized it. So now if I work on it, I will be able to, use it easily because now it's a bigger space. So all you have to do is, right now I'm doing it with my keypad here, my mouse here, but maybe you can use the buttons of your screen and just increase the size of your screen and then make it easier for you to work. So that's what I meant.
Yeah,
Hi,
I
Numan.
do
Yeah.
that as well. It's just such a constrained amount of space because of how we've laid out the template for the email, because we put these blocks in. So it's so small, even though we increase the size. I can work through this quite easily and copy and paste it. It's just, it would be nice to see more of the height within that small window.
Right. You can always customize the template according to yourself and how you would want to use it. You can definitely try that.
I do have a couple other questions, but I'll let Numan go first.
Yes, let me take one of his questions and then I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Jenny, you're saying, can you save the template? Yes, you can save the template, but I would suggest you can save the template as a default template as well when you send out emails. So you can save the template.
How do you do that? Can you please show me if it's okay? Because it would be much easier to just have the same.
Okay, one second. So when you
Thank
go
you.
next,
Mm.
okay, I have selected a template here already. So whenever you
Sorry,
edit
we
this,
can't see your screen right now.
oh, okay, one second. So right now what I've done is I have selected a template already here, but whenever you would want to make edits on this template, whatever edits you make the edits once. And once the edits are done, you can go click on next. Okay. And you can click on save as draft here. So what you would be able to do is you save this particular email that we have created here as a draft email and you name it template, like, email to be used for template. And you can save that entire block. And every time you want to send an email, you clone it and then use your template. And every time you want to use an email, you clone it and you use your template.
Super. So if I change like the templates, the colors and all of that, then I can just, the next time I can use the same one, so to speak.
Yes, correct. Correct.
That's very good. That's very good. And if I want my emails from my MailChimp to go in there,
you can integrate in the integrations tab. You can integrate MailChimp along with Zenler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe that's it. Okay, can you like send an address to where I can read about that? Because I tried that 1 year ago and then I stopped because I couldn't figure it out what to do. So I'm sending both the new sender and
no
MailChimp
problem.
right
I
now.
will send it to you right away. It is very easy
Yes.
to do. Shouldn't take you a lot of time. I'll just send it to you. 1 second.
Thank you so much.
Just give me 1 second. I'll just share the link with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's on the top. Yeah, I'm just sharing that on the chat with you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Hi, Naman. How can I help you?
Hi, how are you? Can I share
Hi,
my
I'm
screen?
good. No, we don't share screen because because of the GDPR rules, this is being streamed live. You ask your question and I'll try to support you the best way possible.
Okay, so this is my issue. I've created a landing page
Okay.
and I've linked it to a funnel. So what happens is that in the funnel, there's automation. So when I sign up on my landing page, I get the automated email, but it does not add my email to the email list that I've created. So what am I doing wrong? Why is it not adding it to the email list?
Okay. Can you open your funnel on your end, then go to the button where people are filling the form? In
Okay,
that button, click on
yeah.
the settings tab. When you click on the settings tab, right hand side, a menu should open up where it will show what the settings you have done on the button. And
Okay,
send me a
I'm just
screenshot of
gonna,
that screen.
yeah, let me just do
Sorry?
that right now.
Yeah.
Funnel steps. So you're saying, okay, so, and I'm opening my funnel. Okay, and then you're saying click on the settings, right?
Okay. Yeah. And go to the button.
The button. Okay, click on the settings of the button. Okay, I'm going
Yeah.
there. Settings. Okay, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. Now in the button, when you click on the settings tab, click on the settings tab.
Yes.
And when you click on the settings tab, you will see a menu on the right hand side. It will say add to email list or multiple options it will give you.
Yeah, so you know what? The thing is, I have that setting
Right.
added to the email list. Hold on. Yeah, so I have it added to it. I have the email list checked.
Okay.
So that's already done.
You have the email list added, but yet it is not adding the people
Yes,
to your email list. Is that correct?
that's correct. Yes.
Okay. I would highly suggest you to write to support@zenler.com, because if you've given the trigger to add it to an email list and people are not getting added to that email list, then maybe it could be a tech that needs to be checked
I
or
see.
some configuration that is not working on your end. It needs to be checked by the technical team.
Okay, I can do that. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Great.
Yes. Hi, Prescribe. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. That's Prescribe, right? Or is this your business name?
Sorry,
Kya
my
make
name's
it?
Paul. I use PScribe for my business, so it's my students know
Okay.
me as PScribe, or they know me as
Okay. And what is your good name?
it's Paul
Paul.
Antonio, hence PA
Yes.
Scribe.
Okay.
So
Yes, Paul.
so I have a pro account and I've just used the Zenler link as it is, but I'm thinking of switching to, so for instance, for my courses, I call it the PScribe Scriptorium. But the domain is pscribescriptorium.newzenler.com. If I change that to a custom domain, will all of the previous links automatically connect to that again?
Yes, absolutely. As you change your custom domain, everything in your site will automatically change on the back end.
And the site that I have is pscribe.com. I don't have a pscribe-scriptorium.com. How does that mean I have to purchase a new site, or how does that work?
Okay, can you come again? Can you ask that question again?
So the domain name I have is pscribe.com,
Okay.
and the domain that I created in Zenler is pscribe-scriptorium. So to then remove to white goods New Zenler and remove newzenler.com, so it just goes to pscribe-scriptorium.com. Does that mean I have to purchase a new domain name with -scriptorium.com?
Yes, correct.
Oh, all right. So okay, that's
Yeah.
that's all I needed to know.
All right. Hi, Sarah. How can I help you?
Oh, hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Okay, great, thank you. So I just have two questions, and one is about the email broadcasts that I write. for some reason, I can't really get the settings to work properly. And I know it's probably a few clicks that I have to do. I just can't figure out where they are. For example, if I want to make a list, okay, without bullets, I don't want bullets. And I want one space, like no space between the lists, right? But maybe a space between the paragraphs. I look and see, and I notice that it's no spaces. It's like one. That's what I want, but it's not one. It's the same as between a paragraph, and I don't know how to get that to make it truly a one, where there's actually no space between the lists. Do you
Okay.
understand what I'm saying? And
I'm
then,
trying to understand.
Uh,
If you could, explain me a little more in detail of what you're trying to achieve.
yes. So I want to, suppose I just have a list of colors. Okay, so I have, these are the colors written down. And then I click return. So it goes down to the next, black, blue, green. I want all those one line. I don't want a double space. And even though I click one, it still gives me a double space as if it's a real paragraph that I'm separating.
Okay. And you're doing this where? Which part of the Zenler? On a landing page?
Yes, when I do my email broadcast, and I notice it and there's one other thing that I notice when I send test emails to myself. If like I do backspaces to get them lined up, and then I send the email to myself, one word is here, the other word is all the way at the end of the page, and then, back to the front. I just can't seem to get them where they just line up nicely. And I know it's just a little setting. I just don't know where it is.
Okay. What I would suggest, what you can try is that if writing directly on the email broadcast is giving you problems, you can write it on a document or maybe an email or some other part where you can write it all, copy and paste it in the email broadcast, and then it would, maybe structure it for you like you're looking forward to do it.
Okay, that's exactly what I did. And it
Okay.
still didn't work. I did that
Can you
already.
send me a
Do all
screenshot?
the things. I even look at some tutorials. I did everything that you just said. It's still like that. I wish I could show you, but
Could you send me a screenshot if that's possible?
yes, I can. I sent it out already with spaces. So
Okay.
it's like next time I do it and it comes like that, I will send you a screenshot.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then one other
Can
thing.
you do one thing? Can you
Mhm.
send me a test email though? I will give you my email ID. You can always go back and create a
Okay.
clone of that email broadcast and send me a test email, right?
Ah, perfect. Every time I do it. Perfect. I would love that.
Yeah. If you can send me a test email so that I can just take a look and see where and what needs fixing.
Zenler.com. Okay. One other thing, and I had to get on a little late, but maybe I missed it. I thought I heard somebody talk about contacts and the broadcast sent. So I have 456 contacts. And as I do my email broadcasts, who do I want to send it to? All contacts. Only 371 are delivered.
Can you go and check that the ones that are not delivered, are they bounced? There is a high chance that emails can get bounced as well.
Yes, 9. Only 9 bounced.
Okay, so that means about 379 emails are in there, and you have a total of 450, correct?
No, I have 456 contacts and 371 are delivered. So minus 9. So let's just say 360 or 362 are delivered.
Okay. I think you should, write to support@zenler.com and ask them why is the discrepancy number, and they'll be able to help you because I'm sure they'll have a data-backed answer that I don't have right now. Why the emails are not being delivered. Yeah.
Because I know everything's verified with my host domain. Everything is all set. It's just that I don't understand. Okay, I'll write support, right? Support.
Support@zenler.com.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. And
Thank
next
you,
time I do an
Sarah.
email broadcast, I'll send it to you.
Sure.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can help you with, Jenny? Are you thinking of a question to ask me?
Maybe she didn't hear. But anyway, I'll check off. Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Sarah. Thank
Right,
you.
bye. Bye-bye.
Is there another question I can help you with, Jenny?
I probably have so many questions. I'm sitting and
Please
working
go
with it
ahead.
right
No
now.
problem. Go ahead.
Um, I was wondering a little bit about the different types of lives that there is.
Okay.
Because I usually use the live classes, so you can see the people joining. But then we are having a bigger webinar, so I have chosen the live no, not the live webinar, not live class. So then you won't be able to see them, right? You work with live class now with us, right?
Okay. So I want to understand what is your purpose of running this live session?
So we will hold a guided meditation. So the only thing they need to do is to write in the chat. They don't need to speak or be seen.
Then live webinar is your best option because that's the one which runs in a more traditional format where you are the host, you can speak and you can deliver the content and the people only have chat support. So live webinar is your best option.
But they would be able to speak. Is it like that?
They would just be able to chat.
They would just be able to chat. Okay.
Yes, correct.
Okay. And we are 2 people that will run this. And I saw that you can write like a co-host. So we
Correct.
tried that to make a co-host. Is
Yes.
it something special that I need to think about more than to make them a co-host?
No, if you make them a co-host, then they would be able to moderate the session with you, and that's all that you need.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all I
Yeah.
need. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Jenny.
Thank you. Bye.
How
Thank
can
you
you
for
help?
everything.
How can I help you, Allison?
Hello. I have a
Hi.
question about creating a like a lead funnel, and I do local events, and I also do online things. And so I know that when I get someone to sign up on my email list, then I can tag them. But I was wondering if there's a way that I can put in a checkbox of some sort so that they could say, I can ask, are you interested in local events? Because I don't want to send stuff out about local events to people that live, 2,000 miles away from me. Is there a way to do that on my form where they're signing up?
Okay. You want to be able to add a custom option to your form where you can understand that how many miles away they are from you, right?
Right. Well, if they're local, I just want them, and then I want that to add a tag to their name in my email list that says local, so that.
Okay. I think that is something that we will have to figure out. I know for sure that in the form you can add a custom option where you can add a drop down and you can add the drop down options as to which area they are coming from, local or distant. You can do all of that by adding a custom form option. But after they have selected that option, adding that as a tag to their profile is something that you have to check with technical support if that is possible or not. I'm not aware of that.
Okay, so when I go into my form, when they're first signing up, I can add a drop down of some sort in here. Like I can
Right.
add
I'll show you how to do
field.
it. Yes, just give me 1 second. Let me show you how to do it. Let's say, for example, here I will go to marketing funnels. Okay, I'm just trying to find the form. I'll just add the form
Okay,
and show you
the
how to add
pop-up.
it.
The one that I'm using is in the pop-up. That's what I was editing.
Oh, you were editing the pop-up, is it? One
Yeah.
second. Let me check the pop-up here then. I'll go to the pop-up.
Yeah, and so
Okay,
then
so
what
I'll
I
go to the
want is like
field
a
here.
checkbox where, yeah, so I could add another field that says,
Okay, so I'll clone it. And once I clone it, I'll go to the settings tab. And here, when I go to settings, there is an option which says custom type. So I'll select custom type. And then I can add in here the one that you mentioned, local or not, however you'd like to put it. And then here can be the custom type name. But what people will be able to do it is they'll be able to write in it rather than selecting a drop down. So there will be an option where they can type their answer rather than selecting a drop down.
okay, so then I would have to say, are you local? And they could say yes or no. Or do you
Yes,
want to hear
correct.
about local events? And then they could either answer yes or no.
Yes, correct. There's one more thing for sure. When you click on add element and you go to form, here you have an option of checkbox and drop
Okay.
down. So if you select drop down here, so here I'll go to the settings tab, and now in the settings tab, let's say custom options, you can add options here as
Okay.
to what they would want to select.
Okay, where do I find, you went fast. Where do I see the
Okay.
different options for form?
So let me delete this.
Mhm.
Here, I'll delete this as well. So this is your pop-up that you'll come to, okay? Then you click on this tab,
Mhm.
and then I'll click on this add new element.
Oh, okay,
When you click on add new element, you go to form here.
okay.
When
got
you
it.
go to form, you have multiple options what you want to add to your form.
Okay. So I could
Yeah.
just put a checkbox, I could put a checkbox in. But
Yeah.
how would it collect that? What would that look like in my email list? You know, what would I see in the email list? It would just be a,
Okay. So this data gets stored in your this data gets stored in each person's profile who's filling up the form. For
Oh.
example, if I'm filling up the form, my profile in your dashboard is where this information would get stored.
okay. And
Yeah.
so, but I'm adding it to, and it will add it to an email list when it gets submitted also.
Yes, correct.
So if my email list does not have a, you know, column for that additional piece of information, do I have to make a separate email list, or can I just, will it add it in and just everybody else will be blank?
Okay, so it would add this information, but this information would not be readily available for you in like one span. You would have to get inside the profile of the person to be able to see what did they select.
Okay, but I should be able to search on that field and find everybody, and it should be able to give me, and then I can just go in. I'm not going to get thousands of people. So I should be able to then just go in. If I search on it, I get my list of people that check the box, and then I can just add a tag to them.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right, I'll give it a shot. Hopefully you won't see me again because I will have figured it out.
That's completely okay. Feel free to hop on.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Hi, Catherine. How can I help you?
Hi, Manmeet. How are you?
I'm good. How about you? It's been a while.
I know. I got a question. You all did some workshops, I think a week or two ago on the, developing a community.
Yeah.
And I was able to attend the first workshop, and I was trying to figure out how do I find the replays for the other ones.
Okay, so that workshop is still going on because it is for the entire month of January. I will just take you inside the Facebook account. 1 second. So as you go to Zenler's community, Zenler's official community, you can go to events here, and then in the events, you can go to past events. So you will see we have done about 4 sessions until now. The first one was the first one was on the 7th of January, actually. This is the first one. If you open
Yeah.
it, you'll be
Okay.
able to see the recording here.
Okay.
And if you go back, you'll be able to see the next one on Friday. So we are doing Tuesday, Friday, and Sundays. So you'll be able to see 1, 2, 3, and 4 sessions that have been done already. And the fifth one is coming up tomorrow.
Okay, so then so I need to go into Facebook, the Facebook.
Yes, correct. You will be able to find the entire content in Facebook.
Okay, let me go do that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Right. Thank you, Catherine. Hi, Shauna. How can I help you?
Hi, Manmeet. I don't know if my question would be appropriate for this forum, and I apologize if it's not. I'm just trying to figure out, we were trying to do a live because we have weekly scheduled ones, and everything in the drop down showed, the password was off, everybody's registered for it. We went ahead and did that so that the participants wouldn't have any issues getting in. However, when it came time for the live to begin, the countdown went, to 0 as it should, and I was the only one who could get in. No one else could get into the live, and we were using Zenler's Zoom to do this.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out like what went awry because I ended up just finding a passcode and meeting ID from my Zoom and sending it to the participants so that we were able to carry on our class. I'm just trying to figure out what went wrong. We also had it on to record to the cloud. When I went back into the finished Zoom session and checked the cloud recordings, it showed a link. When I tried to click on the link, it took me to a Zoom page that said that the link it doesn't exist. The Zoom recording or the Zoom doesn't exist. So I'm just trying to figure out what is happening or where I might be able to find that recording because when I logged out and logged back in, there is absolutely nothing in the cloud recording section anymore.
Okay. So for me to able, for what I'm understanding, you said that you ran the session on your own Zoom because the Zenler Zoom did not work. Am I understanding it correctly?
No, so it was through Zenler. When I click on the join live class now, I was able to get in, but it opened up as it would anybody. You need to have Zoom, correct? So it opened
Right.
up my Zoom account while running the Zenler class. It still showed that, there was still connection between the two. It stated that it was to record to the cloud and everything else as one would expect to be normal. However, once the recording was finished, I know usually it takes a bit of time for it to go up. I went back to the grayed out session and it showed the link for the recording. However, I was not able to download it or view it. When it takes me to a separate window for a Zoom where I should have been able to follow the link, it told me that the recording does not exist. When I closed out my Zenler, so I logged out of Zenler and logged back in because I've been dealing with a few glitches lately. Once I logged back in and went back through the steps to get to the cloud, there's absolutely nothing there. It says nothing to show.
Oh, that seems very strange. Though,
Very.
I would try my best to be able to answer this question, but I think if you write to tech support, you'll get a better answer than I would be able to help you here. If
Okay.
you write to support@zenler.com, they'll be able to help you better.
Okay. And I guess my other question is there a quicker way? Like I tried the chat, but the chat just seems like an email back and forth thing as well, so it's not actually live. Is that correct?
Yes, correct. There are
Mm,
people who support the chat live sometimes, but mostly it is you put an inquiry and people respond to it.
okay. Um,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate, but thank you so much for your
Okay,
help.
what you can do is if you write your tech, whenever you raise a support ticket, if you
Mhm.
share the support ticket with me, I'll see what best can I do to fast pace it and get you the answer as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
All right, thank you so much for your assistance and for the information.
thank you.
Take care.
Yes, Jenny, how can I help you?
Yes, I was wondering, I made a sales funnel, but what it actually was that I was sending out for an invitation to join this webinar meditation. And I was thinking, now they have to do twice. Like now they have to first go into the sales funnel, and then after that they have to sign up for the live. And I was thinking, should I just have sent out for the live directly? But it's like it's not so much information. So
Okay.
I
So
was
you
just
need
wondering,
to-
in the future, what do you recommend me to do? Because it didn't feel like it was really the best, because now I see not everybody has signed up for the Zoom live.
Okay. So you're trying to say that these people are already your students or clients,
No,
and
no,
you'd like to, okay, they
no,
are
they
new
are not. This is new people.
Okay, so then what exactly is the question?
Which should I use? Should I use like the live link directly and share that link for them to register?
You actually wouldn't be able to share any direct link for the webinar. What you can do is once these people get registered to the webinar funnel, automated emails from the Zenler system can go to them if you activate it, so
Yes,
that they're
yes,
constantly reminded of the session, and there is a link in each reminder email. You
yes,
will
I
not be
have
able to
that.
share a direct link with them.
Yes, but that's okay. I understand that.
Yeah.
But I wanted to write a little bit more than it is in that page, because in the marketing funnels, it's a little bit bigger, but maybe you can design it too, like for the lives as well.
Right, correct.
Yeah, okay. So then I know. That was my question, because I don't think I did right this time, because I started with a marketing funnel, since it's new people.
Right.
And then I made an automated email with a link where they register for the live. Do you
Okay, got
understand
it.
me now? Yeah, so it is like a two-step, but I could,
You have to
yeah,
reduce the steps because it then, people kind of don't want to take that kind of an action. They want it easy, peasy, and quick.
yes. So that's what
Yeah.
I realized, that
Yeah.
so next time I just go for the live registration immediately.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
okay. That was my question. Okay, thank you so
All
much.
right.
Okay,
Take
bye.
care.
Bye,
Bye.
thank you.
So man, I was able to get it, and so it started on the first one was on the 7th, and so then just kind of follow up from there, all the other ones. Okay,
Yes, correct.
okay. Thank you. I'll
Thank
gonna
you.
go back in and see if I can get caught up.
Sure, 100%.
Yeah. All right. And when is the next one? The next live?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
We have answered all the questions today. The room was busy for a while, and then some less questions coming in. I will be here tomorrow to cover how to grow your business with communities, and we are going to discuss how to create a community calendar with ChatGPT and what all posts can you make on your community to engage your members. And I'll see you around at another Zenler educational session next Thursday. Take care, and I'll see you around.